Here we are yet again with another video review. This time I'm going to be reviewing a figure from 1986. It was from the Generation 1 Series 3, coinciding with the Transformers the movie. This is the Autobot Blurr. This is a non-realistic vehicle mode. It was meant to reflect some of the vehicles that would be seen in the year 2005. I'm sorry, I was thinking 2010. That's Japan. Yeah, the year 2005 and so forth, which at that point was still futuristic. We know now that cars didn't really turn out this way, or hover, or anything of the sort. But it was still fun to imagine it. This figure is supposed to be really, really fast in whatever he does. Drives fast, talks fast, moves fast. He actually has a blur effect behind him. So I guess that was supposed to emphasize his speed, even though he really didn't move all that fast. He just blurred a lot. This figure doesn't really have any articulation in this mode. I mean, technically you can move the boosters, but that moves the whole side of the car. I don't really recommend that, because that would just look even weirder. Transformation is really simplistic. And actually, this is neat because one of the accessories is actually included in the alternate mode here, which was fairly uncommon for Generation 1 at the time. That being his shield, which is the front of the car. It will just simply pull away. Pull away. Come on. There we go. Has a little clip. It just clips right in there. I'll set that off to the side now, along with the gun. And here we begin the transformation. Okay, first off you take the figure, and the entire underside here, you flip the whole thing forward. That is both legs. He does have articulate knees, which is nice. That was uncommon as well for this time period. Most notably, his compatriots in the show, Blurr, Hot Rod, Cup, none of them had functioning knees, so it was kind of nice. Next, you have the rear wheels here. You push these in, and that will allow the feet to pop up so that you can fold them out. From there, you take the side fenders, and I imagine these are supposed to be headlights, I'm guessing. Pull those down, and they will just simply flip back and rest smoothly, completing the back of the arm and revealing the fists. Then the arms slide down, like so. They're on a slide joint. Rear of the car, it pulls down, and there's a kind of a double hinge here. I don't know if you can see it too well. That whole hinge also swings down, so that the whole thing, not only when you swing it down, it also pulls up the head, but it also allows it to go flush against the back of the figure, thereby making kind of a backpack of sorts. It's not really too heavy on the kibble, but it is noticeable from the side, but it doesn't really take away from the figure. So overall, there you have it. There's Blurr. Let's get the shield here. Notice there's a peg on the back. Be careful, because that peg likes to break, as do the clip parts here. That will just simply clip into his fist there, as well as his little handgun here. Articulation in this mode, you have, well, the legs can move back at the head, but you wouldn't really want to do that because he'd fall over. Same with the knees. The knees can actually bend, which is nice. Arms, you have lateral movement, 360 degrees. And the head, he can nod. Can't turn or anything. Really, I gotta say, for the year it was produced, this was actually a really decent figure. The detail is, it's alright. Mine is missing some stickers and has some wear to it, but no, the articulation's good. It was a decent size. It was one of the larger Autobots from that time. I know Cup is about this high on him, and I think Hot Rod's about here. But yeah, it's a decent figure. It's a nice display piece. It's solid. The joints are actually relatively tight, with the exception of the little arm flap here. This likes to be loose. Of course, it's just the two plastic nubs on either side holding it into that slide there. So that will get loose over time. If you want, I mean, as long as you can do it carefully, you can pop that off of there and apply a little bit of glue to either the track or the two plastic nubs and attempt to tighten it up. But I caution you, as I do with any vintage figure or figure repair of any kind, you know, do so at your own risk. But yeah, I would say probably a 7 out of 10 overall, but an 8 out of 10 for Generation 1. Overall grade 7.5. Yeah, if you like it, buy it. I recommend it. If not, if you're not a fan of G1, then you know, there are alternatives. This figure was updated in Armada, Transformers Cybertron, Classics, even the BotCon Shattered Glass through the Collector's Cub and Fun Publications. So yeah, once again, this has been me wasting your time.